Well, hey, this is Josh Nelson with the Seven Figure Agency, and just got back from the Traffic Conversion Summit. Walked away with about 104 pages of notes, and so I wanted to record, this video with just some of my key insights and findings as it relates to growing, scaling, and serving your clients in a digital marketing agency. Check it out. The next session I sat in that I thought was really interesting was a session by Erik Huberman. He runs Hawk Media. Believe it or not, this is a $75 million a year agency. And this guy, Erik, is less than 30 years old. I think he's like 27. I don't know the exact age. And he got up on the digital agency track and shared some really interesting insights. For me, the key things that stood out, again, he grew to 75 million in less than 5 years. That means a lot of us are thinking much smaller than the potential is, right? I talk about building a seven-figure digital marketing agency. People are like, wow, that's a big number. Here's a guy doing 75 million in just under 5 years. Did have a background in commerce and fashion. Sold that business. Started this agency. And what he really led with was, if you're going to run a digital marketing agency, you actually have to be a good marketer. So many people think they can just jump into running a digital marketing agency. They've never sold anything. They've never sold anything online. They just think, oh, okay, whatever, I'm just going to sell some people and snow them into hiring me. Well, with competition the way that it is, with reputation, online marketing reviews being the way that they are, you better be good at digital marketing if you're going to play this game. So you got to be a student of the game. You got to be at these types of events. You got to be learning, and you have to be selling something, right? You can't just step in and get people to pay you to sell their services if you've never sold anything yourself. He made a point that I kind of believe to be true in our agency, was that it's really hard to control culture with a distributed team. So he's got, I think it's something like 400 to 500 employees in his agency, and they all work at a physical office scattered throughout the country. And we're the same. So our office is in Florida, in Miami, and we've got a team of 30 full-time employees. And there's just something powerful about having real people working in a real office, putting their heads together. You can develop culture, you can set standards, and really build sustainable results for your clients, which is really what it's all about, is getting our clients results, making our clients successful. I thought that was interesting, something he spoke about there. And then, you have to educate your clients and be transparent. Really, it's a collaborative relationship. What I often see, and what he was kind of mentioning in his session, was people, agency owners, want to kind of pretend like there's some magic secret sauce going behind the scenes. And like, oh, don't worry about that. Just give us the money and we'll figure it out. And that's kind of a recipe for failure. Like, the client needs to know what you're up to. They need to understand the strategy, and it should be a collaborative experience. And that's the way it runs in our agency. Like, our clients on the front end, we educate them. We show them, look, here's what we're going to do. These are the exact strategies we're going to implement. And on a monthly basis, we're kind of showing them, this is what we're up to. This is what we've accomplished. This is what the report is telling us. And our best clients are the ones that want to have, they want to be involved in that process. They want to question everything we do, but they also want to understand the strategy and be involved in kind of what we're doing and what we're up to. So I thought those were some really cool insights. And then he shared really $75 million business model. Anybody who runs a $75 million agency, I'm going to listen to what it is that they have to say. And he was saying, look, just keep the business model and the financials as simple as possible. And so he kind of shared the formula he uses, which is 18% overhead. So that's your office, that's your phones, that's the tools that you might use. That's like your overhead. 30% to cost of goods fulfilled. So whether that's cost of goods sold or however you have it in your financial reporting system, 30%. That's if you're outsourcing, if you're paying contractors, if you're investing in per client services that go into your monthly retainer fee, max of 30% should go to the actual fulfillment of the service. 27% reinvested in sales and marketing. And this is a big one. This is the one most of you don't even have on your P&L at all. You're not paying attention to it. It's like, oh, whatever, sales just come in. If you set aside money, 27% of your revenue, and reinvest it into marketing and sales, that's how you can generate a lot of leads. You can have money to invest in all of the different marketing mechanisms, like attending trade shows, sponsoring events, publishing books, doing direct mail.
you'll have a chunk of money to invest. And so many of us digital marketing agency owners, we just think, oh, we don't need a marketing budget. And that's crazy. So that's the marketing side. The other side, which I thought was really interesting, though, is the sales side. Right? There is a cost of generating sales in landing new agency clients. And as the agency owner, most of us are good at sales. Like, we're good at talking to the clients and closing the deals. Well, eventually, if you truly want to scale and not have to do it all yourself, you have to pay a salesperson. Usually they need a salary and some type of commission on at least the first month or the monthly recurring. And you need to have thought that into your pricing model on the front end. You need to have figured out, okay, I'm going to put 27% of my income from the business back into sales and marketing. And then he keeps 25% for expansion and profit. So, for him, $75 million, he's not as focused on profit. He's more focused on expansion. He's buying buildings and he's doing all kinds of innovative things. But he makes sure he's carved out at least 25% for profit and expansion. So I thought this was interesting. $75 million financial model for a digital marketing agency was cool. Would love to hear from you guys in the comments on this one. I really enjoyed his session. I thought he had a lot of great salient points. And I thought looking at this financial model could really simplify things and give you a chassis, right, to scale from.
Well, I hope you found that video useful. If you'd like more ideas and strategies on how to quickly and effectively grow your digital marketing agency, I'd like to invite you to go to sevenfigureagency.com/video. There, I've got a 4-part video series that you can watch completely free of charge, where I unpack how we were able to grow our agency from 0 to 7 figures in the first 2 years, and grow to multiple 7 figures over the last couple of years, landing on the Inc. 5000 list of fastest growing companies in the United States the last 3 years in a row. So if you'd like to check that out, if you're serious about taking your agency to the next level quickly, just go to sevenfigureagency.com/video. Jump on that video series. I'm sure you'll get value from it. And I'll look forward to talking with you soon. So go check it out.